Payables. Okay. Too many toys create overwhelm. Because right in our brains, in our kids' brains, and even in our adult brains, we're like, the more they have, the more choices they have, the more fun they can have, the more blah, blah, blah. The more, right? We live in a more society, so why not have more? But do you ever go to the store and you see 4 or 5 different kinds of the same thing? So if you go and you're in the container department, do you get a clear container? Do you get a solid container? Do you get a container with a lid? Do you get a container that's stackable with drawers? Do you get a container without drawers? What do you get? Right? Too many options sometimes. Toys are the same way. Kids are the same way. Kids are naturally creative, right? If they don't know what to play with, they will use their imagination. How many times did we use our imagination or make up a game or entertain ourselves? So when there's too many choices, sometimes that's like a visual overwhelm just to start with. And so when it's visually overwhelming and there's too many options, the option is nothing. That can go for anything, but we are in Kids Month. We are going to focus on toys because toys, not only does it add up super fast, right? Clutter bugs real fast, and then that crap ends up everywhere. But we also don't want to hinder the ability to problem solve, the ability to use our creative minds, the ability to make something up, make believe, imagination. All those things are super important for a well rounded existence, especially problem solving. So, if you do the toy rotation, I love that concept for kids, especially that have a lot of toys, because these are your toys you have now. And if the ones you might be thinking of, because we just rotated them a week ago, are now out of play, you have to problem solve, right? You're now past the overwhelm, past the options. You have to solve. You have to entertain yourselves. Remember when Ike was little, we had like one of those puppy cans, and we had popsicle sticks in them and with different things, like, oh, I don't know what to do, or I don't blah, 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 or it's summer break, or I'm bored. And it's like, okay, well, go pick a stick. But you have to do it, right? You build me a house with nothing but red Lego blocks. Play for 20 minutes with your Legos, or play with Play Doh, or go outside and get dirty. Those are the various things that sometimes, even when it's organized, even when you've simplified, even when dot, 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 it could still be overwhelming. The decision is hard. And when you have too many things to choose from, the decision is magnified to overload. I mean, heck, I feel that way sometimes when it's just like, what book do I read? Let me grab 17,000 just to look at. So, and I've got the developed brain, right? Like I'm used to problem solving. I'm used to things as an adult brain. But if the kids don't know if they want to play with red or green or blue, and they have 46 different colors of the rainbow in one option, that overwhelm can happen super fast. And without the ability to problem solve or guidance or less choices, then it's just not fun, right? This is not fun anymore. I don't want to. And then it's a whole other level of tantrums and issues and problems and etc. Excuse me. So if you're thinking of the toys are made for fun and entertainment, and let mom make dinner while you do this, think of it that way. It may help take some of that guilt and ugh feeling and like I don't want to deprive my child feeling when it comes to decluttering and simplifying, right? We got to simplify things that are expired, outgrown, and unused. But too often we can make an excuse, right? We can justify keeping something. And if we are looking at anything when it comes to our kids, especially for toys, especially when there's a lot of them and we think in our brains this will be helpful, we justify keeping it. But in reality, if we think in our brains, this may cause overwhelm and make the whole situation not fun, or we're like, oh, okay, then let's get rid of it because it's going to hinder the situation instead of help the situation, which is the whole goal of living an organized life And then it also gives the kids the tools to start making those decisions on their own. Now, I understand it. You give the kids free will to simplify their spaces and their little lore, and they're like, F it, and just dump the whole bag in there. Stay out your way. Stay out your way. It hurts your soul a little bit. I know that. But if you stay out of the way, then it's their decision. They have the power. And then they have the power as they grow and age and deal with different situations, not just to make the decisions of what they want to keep, but how to problem solve when they, oh crap, I tossed that. What am I going to do next? And then move forward. So it's not just about the too many choices. It's about the steps and building bones and building blocks for all of those things. Yes, too many choices is a real thing. It is overwhelming. It is overloading. It is too much, right? And it can make a situation that's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be entertaining, just not fun at all. Extremely stressful all around. So then you've got the extra stress that we're trying to declutter out of our lives, making things worse. So I found, in working with the clients and my own experiences, if you limit the space to start with, it can really help keep that overwhelm opportunity away. So I know we talked before about like toy rotation versus decluttering. And I think if you've got, here's your bin, right? Here's your 8 boxes that we keep toys in. We don't have lids on them, so you can just toss and go. We've got giant pictures with labels. It's bright, it's colorful, it's interactive. You are responsible, or we are working on it together, right? For we have our habits in place. We're doing our nightly pickup. We're doing our weekly refresh or reset, and we've got these happening. So if you've got this spot, you can't grow out of it, which forces you to simplify as you go. It's hard, I understand, with kids for that one in, one out rule. I get that. And I know that we've talked about setting those parameters for where the gifts are coming from, self included. Set those parameters. But then if you've got the limited space and you've got the toy rotation in place, then you've already decluttered the opportunity to be bigger than the space and cause overwhelm. No, I'm not saying like, well, that's fine. We'll just jam the drawer in there, right? We'll just overstuff that container and shove it in there, or we got to get a bigger thing. No, I'm saying you've said this. Feel secure in your choices on making your best informed, educated opportunity. I believe in you. You've done this. You've done this intentionally because I know you've decluttered the space. I know you've taken into consideration the organizing styles and setting it up. So now let's keep it that way and keep the overwhelm out. Let's make sure that this space is set up for everyone's success to be a fun space. And so if you've got the limited space, you've got the habits in place, that rhymed, then you are automatically setting later on up for success, setting tomorrow up for success, keeping that overwhelm and that ugh, and I don't know how to make a decision out. You're keeping some of that guilt of simplifying out. You're like, well, this was the space we were given and you wanted that new toy. So you got the new toy and something has to go. I know. Melissa, you're so mean. Oh, that's hard to do. Kids are going to throw a fit. They are. They are. Then they'll get over it. I throw fits all the time. But then get over it. We move on. We move past. The next shiny thing happens. The next squirrel happens. The next bug happens. Then problem solve and move on. And those are just natural skills and tools that being a human is, right? Like you're like, shoot, that didn't go my way. Dang, I ran into the wall and got bruised on my arm again. Shoot, I dropped that cup again. Dang, I broke my car because I really thought I could run the cat over with it, but I couldn't. Now my like actual beep beep car, but like one of those battery operated ones, so you're not injuring the animal. Not encouraging that. You know, like you I was the younger sibling and I'm glad we didn't have all the tracks because I would have been tied to the traction. See how many times the train could run into you. Like, those are the things. Things get broken, things get worn out, things get used. That's the point of things. And sometimes you replace them, sometimes you just declutter them, sometimes you're like, well, that happened. Go pick a stick and entertain yourself in a different way. I know it sounds super harsh. And I know everybody's going to do it differently, but you have to find that. I hate the word balance, but you have to find that system. Stick with it. And then trust the system, trust the process, follow the steps. You aren't sure what to get rid of? What's expired? What's outgrown? What's got that little layer of dust on it? Okay. What's being unused? Trust the system. You don't have to think of it on your own. The 3S method is built for you. It's built for us busy moms going, I don't know. Decision ability is gone. No more decisions. Thank you. I'm sure I'm not making one more choice. Because no. And that's what the 3S method is for. That's why I'm giving you these tools is here's your choice. Just go apply it. Right? You're not sure what to get rid of? Cool. You don't have to get rid of everything now. Just make progress. Just pick one container, simplify without the guilt because you're following the steps. And then tomorrow when the kids are less overwhelmed because they're pulling the building blocks out, great. That worked. Guess what we're doing later? We're pulling the next box out. We're going through the 3S method. We're simplifying it because we're taking some of those decisions out, making the space more fun and less stressful tomorrow, less overwhelming tomorrow, less decision fatigue for everybody all around tomorrow. And then guess what we're doing the day after that? Right? You don't have to do like, I'm simplifying the toys. Sometimes that's draining, especially kids. That's emotional. Could be a freaking broken battery, and sometimes it's emotional. But one box is doable. I can get through one box. You don't have to tackle the whole chunk thing. If you want to just do one little thing, great. Now, if you're like, I'm not ready to handle one little thing, do trash bag therapy instead. Doing like, we are decluttering enough toys to fill this trash bag or fill this donation box or fill this thing that we're dropping off tomorrow at the Goodwill. Whatever. Make it work for you. Just follow the guidelines. Whether you are doing one tote at a time or we're doing 15 minutes to fill this box, that's irrelevant. The point is we are getting rid of expired, outgrown, unused items. And the point is we are simplifying the space to make it more fun tomorrow. If we are tackling the toys, 15 minutes, everybody find 5 things, or we are tackling this box. Whichever feels less do that, and then just follow the 3S method steps from there. But the goal needs to be more fun, less overwhelming, all the way around. That's it. Until next time, stay hopeful.